Hi, everyone. Welcome to Merch Money. Today we have Hilary with us.
Yay!
Yay! Hilary's awesome. She has done really well on merch and KDP. So we're going to be talking about both today. So definitely be in the chat, ask questions. But yeah, let's just go ahead and start like normal. Everybody just introduce themselves. Who wants to go first?
I can go if I can find you guys. There we go. I was in the chat saying hi to everyone. What's up, guys? I am Brianna Moller Greene. I'm co-owner of Design4dollars.com, and I'm Merch Maverick here on the Merch Money Show. And as usual, I've just had a crazy ass week. I don't ever know what I'm going to be up to, and that's why I love my job. And let's see, what have I been doing? I mean, pretty much the same as I'm always working on. I did launch another brand this week. I like to have several, and actually I went live and talked about this, but I like to have them in like different stages of development. So I kind of softly launched one. And then my personal win for the week was I started jogging outside.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, horrible. So, like most of you guys know, it's been almost 2 years now, but I lost 55 pounds no, a year and a half ago now. And I've kept it off by weightlifting and by a keto diet, right? So I love weightlifting, and like I love yoga, I love Pilates. I hate like cardio. So that is a big win for me this week. And it was outside. I have a treadmill, but you know what? I went outside and everything.
Nice. Good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I do like this little loop though. Like I'm jogging alone. Like I'm all like sketched out, I don't know. So I do this like loop. The neighbors are probably like, what is she doing? As I go around. But yeah, so 2 days in a row I ran.
Nice. Good job. Yeah, it's nice getting warmer outside. That's why I'm like in a dress. Like it's so warm
you
now.
Look so pretty.
It was cold for so long. I was so surprised. Like I felt like spring was really late this year, but it's actually hot today. So
well, we had temperatures in the, did we get up to 80 yesterday? But today 60. So I was jogging in a hoodie. It was chilly.
Oh.
So.
All right.
So, hey, everybody. Amy, Alicia Springer, Merch Marvel here on the Merch Money Show. I've been absent the past couple of weeks, but I'm here today. I've had some pretty big wins, though. I am finally in the 20,000 tier, which is pretty flippin' amazing.
OMG.
I'm like still in shock because I finally got tiered up to 10,000, and then like a week later, they tiered me up to right to 20,000. I was like, this is absolutely wild. So I've been just blown away to be part of the unicorn squad on Pretty Merch, and so I've got that going for me, and still really working on KDP and Redbubble, and just really trying to get all my ducks in a row and eggs in different baskets, and just trying to grow as much as I can. So that's the big win. Another thing is my husband, he's starting to do more with like getting into affiliate marketing and ClickFunnels and things like that. So unfortunately, this is going to be my last time on Merch Money for a little while, because we are really going to try to prioritize more and get him home full time and really just start meeting goals and things. So it's time for me to step down for a little bit, and I'm going to miss you guys a lot.
We're going to miss you so much.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I know. I love you guys. This has been like just an incredible year on Merch Money, and getting to talk to amazing guests like Hilary tonight, and having all these people that tune in every Monday. So it's really been an honor, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity. So, and don't have to be a stranger. You guys know where to find me. So,
yeah.
Yeah, and make sure you keep checking in with us because we want to follow along and watch how
I'm
you're
gonna block you
doing.
all. I'm just gonna hit the block button.
Well, you never know. No. Well, we're gonna miss you.
Yeah, we've learned so
That's
much from you.
an amazing goal too for you guys as a
Yeah.
family.
Yeah, it's bittersweet, but it's really exciting because it's time, and
Yeah.
he's finally ready, and he's been supporting me for the past year on here, and now it's my turn to kind of give back. So it's cool.
Awesome.
Well, good luck to you.
Family empire time, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you and your husband do, right, Bree? Like
Yeah, we're 100% full time here. Ooh, that was interesting. Shifting over to that.
Yeah, everything's always a new experience.
Yeah. And you know what, Amy, that would be a fun follow-up show, I think, to do at some point, and there's probably going to be others that are currently in the same situation or thinking about it, is talking about the different stages of bringing an entire family into this as a lifestyle and not just a job or a side hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to see how it goes with, and we could talk about what types of things we do day to day just to kind of navigate,
Yeah, that would be a really good show, because I'm sure there's a lot of people like that they're doing well with their online entrepreneur stuff, and their spouse is like, wait, I want to do this. So
Only so many
Emily
hours in a
missed
day.
it.
Yeah.
She said,
That's the truth.
Emily said she missed it. She's like, I clearly missed something important in the first 5 minutes.
Oh, you'll hear all about it.
Yeah, Amy is going off on her own, helping her husband do his. He wants to start doing getting in on this business too. Well, a little different. He wants to do the ClickFunnels and stuff.
That's still same space. It's e-commerce and things. I'm kind of wanting him to all right, how can you take what I'm doing and do whatever?
Well, you know what? I'm totally already thinking in my head though. That's a nice duo there. What he's getting into and what he loves and what you're already doing. That's a nice little business marriage too.
It really is. Really.
Anyway.
Well, we're
Yeah.
happy for you,
She wants to do
Amy.
that
That's
too.
awesome.
Yeah, that's
Thanks.
awesome.
Thank you.
So, well, Hilary, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks y'all for inviting me. It's kind of neat. It's my first interview, so.
Oh,
So cool. I had to make it too. I'm like, oh, if Hilary's coming on, I have to be here. So
You're
I'm
so
from Earth,
cool,
so I don't know
cool
why
and
anybody wants to-
collected.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed this was the first one.
I'm a little nervous, but
No.
it's all right.
Great.
It'll be good.
well, thank you so much for being here, and just introduce yourself, and just maybe just a little intro of how you got into merch.
Yeah, let me see. My name is Hilary, and we live in Florida right now, south of Daytona, a little town called Port Orange. And we just moved here, and I have 4 kids that I homeschool. So that keeps me busy almost all day, as I'm sure Amy knows all about that. And let me see. Well, we started with merch. I started with merch back in March 2017. After I heard Chris Greene talking about it. And so after we were on FBA for a while and all that. And then I heard about merch KDP last July. And I don't know how I got added to Catherine Shelton's group, but I did. And there were some people posting on there how they were having a lot of success. And one woman posted about how she only had 70 books live, but was making $6,000 a month or something crazy. And I was like, wow, that sounds a little good to be true, but I need to start looking into this. And so I started watching all of Catherine Shelton's videos and any other video I could find about KDP, because I really wasn't familiar with it. And then I heard somebody say, maybe it was Jacob Bates. I'm not exactly sure who was the first to, I guess, announce it to the merch world, but putting your merch designs onto KDP covers. And I thought that was a good idea. And so I started doing that in July of last year. So about 10 months ago. And I started selling things pretty quickly, almost right away. Almost everything I was putting up was selling. And I was like, whoa. And I had like a fraction of what, merch can be sometimes hard to break into a niche. But popular niches were selling for me almost right away. And so I got excited and, started researching more. And at first I had a little trouble with the whole cover dimensions and all that, because I still use Canva for everything. I'm in the dark ages, but so like converting that into a cover that would actually be submitted properly. So I got past all that, and I've just been doing pretty well ever since. And of course, my biggest struggle is trying to find time with 4 little ones to actually be able to upload as much as I would like. So.
Oh, awesome. Well, Catherine Shelton's amazing. So I'm glad you were able to find her group.
And she's so nice too.
Yeah,
she's
always so creative. Like she's always the first. It feels like she's the first one a lot of times with a lot of different things. Like she was one of the first people talking about coloring books years ago. And bundles, and she's done a lot of awesome things. So definitely follow her, guys, if you are not already.
I agree.
So, well, that's awesome that you dove right in, because last Q4 was awesome for KDP, right?
Yeah, I did a lot better on there than I thought I would do also. So that was, I thought I was just going to be doing merch, but doing KDP as well was a little extra topping on the cake, I guess. So I'm excited about this Q4.
Awesome. And Canva is really good. Like I know you were downplaying it, but speaking of Canva, I think they just bought Pixabay, right? Did you guys hear that? There was some kind of news with Canva.
Yes, they did. They just bought Pixabay, and I think they bought something else. And supposedly they're going to still keep that free, but I'm hoping maybe they're going to kind of police it a little bit more so it's safer for all of us to use. I read something about that the other day, and I think it's Pixabay. It might be
I think it was 2 places. So I think it was Pixabay and something else.
Emily says Pexels. I think that's it. So that's exciting.
Yeah,
I haven't heard about that. So
Canva is doing awesome, and I think that's a great tip. Like you don't need to downplay it. Like Canva is great for so many things. Like I use Canva to make thumbnails for YouTube, and I mean you can use it to design t-shirt, like whatever you want. There's so much you can do with Canva.
It's a great little program.
And Catherine Shelton, she still uses Canva, and I mean she's somebody that we have all gleaned from.
So. Right. Oh yeah, I don't think there's anything bad about it, but I don't know. What I'm saying is if I can do it, anybody can do it, because I don't know Photoshop. I'm not an illustrator. I wish I was. I don't have a really artistic bone in my body.
Hey, you're doing something right.
So a lot of mine is just, text-based with a little graphic that I've purchased, here and there. Most of them are black backgrounds. A lot of mine are like the merch designs that I make. If I make a merch design, if it fits, of course, not everything's going to fit on a, go well on a book. But if it does, I'll pop it on the book too. And usually they sell. So yeah, it's been exciting. And my husband's been really happy too about how it's all been going. So
cool.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been I'm not creative, but a good creative outlet for me to see, just like with merch, the instant success kind of thing, or, that you get to see the results of it. And it's been pretty cool. So
that's awesome. So you said that you were following Chris Greene. So did you say that you did FBA first? Is that what you said?
Yeah, we, let me see, about 2.5 years ago. Yeah. About 2.5 years ago, we had heard about FBA, and of course, we got started with that first. Mostly books that we got from the Goodwill, which we had some success with that. We found a few money makers with that, and then we found an office product that sold pretty well on FBA, so we did that for a while. I sold some on eBay, clothes and whatnot, and I just decided that was too labor intensive for me. Yeah. All the taking pictures and shopping. It really is. It was, I did okay on it. It was too much. I wanted something that I could just do from my computer.
Yeah.
And so so yeah, so then we started on merch, and I didn't really take it seriously for a few months. Because again, I'm not a t-shirt designer, and I thought you had to be.
Right.
And so, but didn't hear about KDP for like another year. So, but yeah, I got started on the FBA. We don't do it anymore though. It's just too much.
So your husband did that too, FBA?
Yeah. He would do most of the boxing and shipping and things like that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I had to do all that myself, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore.
No.
Greene
No.
still does it, right?
Do you? Yeah. We quit that
Yeah.
just because, I mean, the product that we found, that Office product, like Office Depot came in and started selling it for like half the price. And then so that went away. And then books are just, you might find something, you might not. It's just kind of time intensive. So we just kind of that.
With the Amazon FBA thing, it's kind of a similar situation. Like it's lost its appeal, I guess, because at least for me, because the exact reason you've moved to using a computer, because I can sell product but not have to hold the inventory. However, on the other hand, it's so like second nature for me that there are some ASINs and some things that I've sold for like ever that I'm like, well, it's just money just sitting there. Like I might as well,
I mean, if you have a successful product, I mean,
absolutely.
Ours just went.
Yeah, but that is the absolute beauty of print on demand and merch is like, when my husband and I and our daughter, when we travel, like we can't bring the inventory with, you know? So it's really nice to have them. Yeah.
And it's also really nice, like even if a shirt stops selling or doesn't sell as well, like at least you're not losing that money from the inventory. Like you didn't have to buy it. So yeah, because I had situations where the FBA, the product just stopped selling, or something happened, and it's like, oh, I still have product there. So,
we have a few leftover products that we're hoping will sell and all that. So
did he get into merch too? Like, does he help you with merch, or that was just all you?
Well, he kind of did it first until he started getting rejections for putting words in like NFL, and I'm like, NFL, really? Why are you gonna do that?
You're like, you're fired.
I know. So I'm like, then I was like, I got to review everything first, but then that was too much. So I was like, I'll just take it over. So he helps me sometimes with some ideas that he gives me and all that. But it's mostly me. I do merch and KDP. So, and he has a job that he works a lot on the computer too, and he works all day and night. So he just really doesn't have the time for it. But
so right now you're mainly focusing on KDP, right? Or are you getting sucked in with all the new products on merch? Like,
I've enjoyed the new products on merch. Yeah, they've been doing really well. And so yeah, after uploading, most of my designs, I guess, on those, most of my focus has been KDP. It goes back and forth. You know, after a while, I might get tired of uploading books, and I'll, go back to shirts, or maybe I'll do both for a while. It just depends. I don't upload as much as I want to. Again, that time issue. But I upload a little bit here and a little bit there. I'm not one of those people that does this full time. I do it not even part-time, maybe 10 hours a week, I think. I don't even know. But it's just a little bit here and there when I can, mostly at night after my kids go to bed, or on weekends or something. But yeah, mostly KDP. That's what I'm more excited about, because like I said, I'm getting better return on there than merch right now. So
now, do you research the same on like how you would KDP in merch shirts, like, or how does that work, or do you just kind of go with whatever you like at the time?
Well, I research about the same. I use Pinterest a lot. I use Amazon, of course. And a tip, which I'm sure I'm not the only one that does this, but if it sells well on a shirt, it's going to sell well on KDP. So a lot of shirts that the niches that are popular or whatever, some of the sayings, sometimes I'll take that, make my own design, and put it on a book, depending on what it is. But I get a lot of ideas that way. Change the saying a little bit, make it my own. it'll sell well on a book too.
Yeah,
Sometimes
that
I'll
is
make
a
a lot
good
of,
tip.
sometimes I know I hate to share it, but
Yeah, you totally did. I'm writing it down. I know what I'm doing tonight.
but it's proved true for me, even in like popular niches like dogs and cats and whatever. So but I also, so the kind of books that I do mostly are the 6x9 journals, 100 pages, and I sell them for $7.99. And I know that's a lot than other people sell them for, but it works for me, and I figure, why not? And but I do have some custom ones that I've made or that my husband has made that has done well too. So it's not all journals, but most, like 90% of what I have up is journals.
And when you say journals, just line notebooks.
Just lines. Yep. Yeah. I
And I just noticed your husband's in the chat. Is his name Thomas?
Oh yeah.
Hi.
He is on there. Oh yeah. Hey, I designed our top selling book. Yes, he did. I got to give him some credit.
He's trying to redeem himself.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. He has helped with some of my interiors. He's helped design them. And around December, I told him he should have put it out earlier. And this year we'll put the next version for next year up earlier. But he put it up in December. It's a kind of yearly planner. And he designed it all. It's pretty detailed. So I'm not really afraid of anybody copying it. But it's done really well. And it's one of our top sellers. So
nice.
Yeah. And so it with KDP, like the ideas are endless, of things that you can create and make and come up with your own ideas.
So does he, or do both of you do your own interiors?
I have done a few of my own interiors. It's been a while because I just find it to be a pain to do. I've done a few guest books that I just make the interior and then I, put different covers on them. Let me see, what else have I made? Guest books, like recipe books, things like that you can buy now. You can buy all the different kinds. I've used some of Catherine's planners.
Nice.
That do pretty well. So yeah, but it's mostly the covers with the funny sayings on them, that sell the bulk of everything. So
yeah, just plain lines, right?
Yeah, just plain lines. And
yeah, I've really got to do that more.
I think my way of viewing at it is gifts. Like, what would someone give as a gift? Or because I know people go in there to shop for themselves a lot, but like I know a lot of people, or some people maybe, I don't know, they'll give a notebook with a cute saying or funny saying instead of a greeting card, and it's almost about the same amount, so as a birthday gift or graduation gift, which is up now, and Mother's Day, Father's Day, and all that. So that's the kind of angle, I guess, I look at it.
And that's a good angle too, because you already kind of have your target audience in mind. So it makes it easier when you're like keywording it and everything. And I've had like my mother, when she found out I was doing journals, she's like, oh my goodness, can you make this one and this one and this one for my friends? And it's like, sure. Like people love to give them as gifts because they're just a little bit more thoughtful.
Somebody wants to get your attention.
It's not me this time. It's not me this time.
My 3-year-old wants to come in. Thomas, can you come get him?
Hey, you're in good company.
And he can always come say hi. We don't mind.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He's downstairs right now. I'm upstairs.
So I think people have been asking questions. Let me see if I can go back. Monty just asked, would you recommend doing a single pen name, or make a different pen name depending on niches?
I have several pen names. I've heard that, and if you're doing particular niches, it's better to have different pen names for those if you're in the one niche, because it'll rank better or rank on the same page. But anyways, I basically use a brand name until I'm sick of it, and then I'll use another one until I feel like I have a few hundred in there, and then I'll make another one. So I don't use my own name, but yeah, I don't really have a interesting answer for that. It's just I'll
Whatever
just
you
think of
feel
it
like.
off the top of my head. Yeah, whatever I feel like.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I was just on a question. Let's see. Oh, Victoria said, does Hilary use the promote feature in Amazon advertising or on any of her books? What are her promotion strategies?
So for that planner I told you about that my husband designed, we did use a little bit of AMS on that. And we also did the whole giveaway thing. I don't know if y'all are familiar with that, but at the bottom of the link, it'll say, do you want to do a giveaway? And so we did that a few times for that book in particular. And I don't know if it got it going or what, but sales started going pretty well. But that's the only book we did that for. Otherwise, I've tried AMS on a few things, but I'll get an email a few days later saying that, I don't know, there's not a lot of traffic, and so we're going to take it down. That happens to every book. I don't know why, but it happens to every book I put up there, and it sells with regular traffic anyway, so I don't bother with it anymore.
Interesting.
So
and that's good to
organic.
know. That's good to know about the giveaways, because they had that option for merch shirts for like a brief amount of time, and then it went away. So I haven't done a giveaway since, like, I don't know, a couple years ago. But how does it work? Does it go to Twitter? Is that how it works?
You can decide what you want to do. So Amazon has this, which you wouldn't know unless you knew it was there, but it has this little section where I think if you just search daily giveaway, and there are people with products that will give away things on Amazon, like the 1,000th person to click on it or whatever. And so that's what we did. I think we did like that 3 or 4 times, and we didn't do it to Twitter or anything like that. I'm not really on any other social media platform other than Facebook, even though I've tried to be. But no, the giveaway, well, we did it that book in particular because we knew it could be really successful, and it was a higher price point too. We get about $5 off that book every time it sells. But I don't know if I would do that with just one of my journals. I mean, I might. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's a good tip to do the giveaways, because I haven't heard a lot of people talking about that.
Yeah.
But I think it's also a good way to get followers. Like, from what I remember, I mean, this is a couple years ago, but you could get a lot of Twitter followers, or you could get YouTube followers. Like, there would be a YouTube option. I think they got rid of the YouTube option, but I'm not sure. I haven't tried it. Do you remember if they have?
Yeah, I don't know either. I think
don't
we did
know?
it back
Okay.
in December or January, so I'm not sure if they've updated it or not.
Yeah.
Is this the one with that went and we would have seen it probably in the FBA world first, right? With the little bouncy box, and then is that the giveaway program? The same exact?
I think it on the page, like on the Amazon page, there'll be like a spot at the bottom. It's like somewhere on the page where it'll say
hidden.
like,
yeah,
it'll say like underneath somewhere, like, do you want to do a giveaway or giveaway?
Mm-hmm.
It was available on merch shirts, and then it went away. But it's it says like offer a giveaway, and then if you click on that, then it brings you to another page, and it gives all these options. And it used to be Twitter, YouTube, and something else. I don't remember what it was, something else. But it was a way to get followers. So my Twitter account's like ridiculous. Like, I haven't done anything on Twitter, but all my followers are from that giveaway I did. So.
Yeah, we just did that where it shares it on the Amazon giveaway page.
Okay.
Like, if you find that, it has like tons of products that, people are trying to sell or give away. And I mean, a lot of people do it because we got a lot of entries, but you can also click on the product to see what it is, and we got a lot of clicks on it too.
So from what I remember, like, the point of it was that
just exposure
when you did
is why we did it.
Yeah, exposure, but you can also put a link like you're entering the giveaway, but if you want to go ahead and purchase now, you could like put a link to purchase now. Did you guys do that?
Yeah, I want to say we did. And then also, like I said, anyone could just click on it right there if they were interested in buying it. So it was just a way to, get exposure and get it out there and get it some sales, which it's been 6 months, but I'm pretty sure we got sales right after that too. And of course that gives you a better BSR and all that good stuff. So
right. Yeah, anything you can do like that helps a lot.
Yeah.
So, all right, awesome. So niches, is there like a niche that you focus on, or how do you decide what you're going to go after?
I'm one of those people, what do they say? Throw spaghetti on the wall and see what sticks. That's I do have some niches that, do well, especially on KDP. Pretty much everything I put up in this specific niche sells. So
Nice.
I'll just keep doing that. And so if I find a niche that does that, of course I'll, focus on that niche for a while. But like I said, mostly it's my merch designs that I use on merch. I'll put them up on a KDP journal. And on merch too, I have a lot of niches. I'll just say that. but it works for me. I know some people like to focus on 10 specific niches and they go deep in that, but I just do better, designing whatever I think will sell.
Yeah. And I think that's a good strategy too. Like, because especially with Q4, when everybody is buying gifts for all kinds of different people, when you have more spaghetti and more pots, I don't know, I think you get more, get more, I don't know, cooks, chefs, I don't know.
Right.
Trying to make an analogy and it's failing. But
but I know what you mean, because I do the same thing. Like, I have so many different niches. So,
but I think that's how I find successful niches. You throw a little bit here, a little bit there, and if you see something start selling, you're like, oh, okay, start focusing on that a little bit more. Sometimes I've done that and then I get dead ends. So
yeah, and sometimes things come back. Like, I've definitely had shirts where like it stopped selling and then it starts selling again. Like something came up and all of a sudden it's popular again.
Yeah, I've had a few of those recently. Like, it hasn't sold in like 6 months and all of a sudden it'll sell, and the next day it'll sell, and a couple of days later it'll sell. And it's, I guess, just whatever, somebody bumped it up and it, got a more visibility, I guess. I don't know, but I'm always thankful when that happens.
Yep. Well, Bree, Amy, you have anything you want to ask?
I'm waiting for Bree. I'm like, go for it, girl. She's sitting there. She's just like, huh. It's hard to get her speechless. So
yeah, I'm just thinking about like a few things. One was, and I always like to stop and point this out, that like every time we have a guest on, I just love to hear how you are merching or how you do pod, because for everyone it's different. And I think the thing that like resonated with me immediately when you introduced yourself to everyone watching was, just the fact that you spend, like you said, maybe 10 hours a week. Mm-hmm. And you're still a successful entrepreneur and mom, and you're balancing both, and what works for you doesn't work for someone else, and like you're doing what works for you, and I love it. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, whatever I'm doing is working. I don't know if y'all share numbers on this.
You can share. Yeah, go for it.
But well, let's see. Let me pull something up. With KDP, I have less than 1,000 books up. I know that on my computer it says 975. So I mean, that's like a fraction of what I have on my merch, but I'm making about the same on both. Nice. So yeah, and on merch I think I have I'm on tier 6,000, but I only have 3,100 up because again, I just don't have the time that I want to spend on it. And after they added the 6-month time frame that a shirt could be up. Once they started falling off, I just said, forget it.
Yeah.
And it was, it's been hard to get back onto that, but yeah, a lot of my, constant ones are still selling and everything. So holidays tend to do okay. Not so much on KDP, but merch I do okay on holidays.
Nice.
So.
Yeah, I was wondering, some people, I think people do holidays on KDP though, but I was wondering about that. It's different, I guess, than t-shirts. Or do you think it's the same there?
Well, again, the way I've done it, I don't focus on KDP holiday designs, but the ones that I have done, I'll get a order 10 or 20.
Oh,
and like a bulk
interesting.
order. And I can only think that maybe, again, it's a gift, or it's a teacher buying them for students, or, you know, a mom buying them for teachers. I don't know, for holiday gifts. So, but I don't know. That's just my guess. You can never
Yeah,
tell, I guess.
that's good to know too, because it is a lower price point, right? Than even than t-shirts. So
Right.
it's good to give like bulk orders or gifts
Oh,
to
yeah.
students.
Yeah. I get bulk orders all the time on KDP. And that's probably one of my favorite things about it. It's because, yeah, it's a lower price point, and it's easy. Like, coworkers, jobs, things like that. I'll sell a lot of sports, coaching,
Nice.
things like that. So
Do
I'll sell a lot
you
of bulk
put
orders.
anything in your listing to recommend that it could be good for a group gift, or like bulk somehow?
You mean like in the keywords?
Yeah, like something like, oh, gift for your students in your class, or
Well, I
know.
put every listing has gift in it, which I know maybe you're not supposed to, but gift for, and then depending on what it is, you know, teacher gift for teacher. Yeah, put, you know, classroom, and then I try to put every kind of teacher I can think of in there, depending on what, you know, what it says.
So do you use up like when you're putting in the keywords or the tags? I don't even remember what KDP calls them, but like the keywording part.
Yeah.
Are you filling those up, all the boxes as much as you can?
Yeah. Yeah, I keyword stuff those suckers and just put it. Yeah, because you can there. You can't really do that on merch. So
I was just looking at the chat to see if we missed any questions. Oh, Teresa's asking, do you create your own merch designs? Are you frozen?
I think we lost her.
We lost her? Uh-oh.
This is a fun interview, though.
Yeah, she's awesome. Hopefully she'll be back.
I'm like, I want to go and upload 1,000 books
I
right
know.
now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, my mind, like, Helen, when you're like, how about you, Bree? Do you have any questions? I'm like, geez, Helen, I was like making my KDP books in my head. And, you know.
I was sitting there waiting for you because you always have good questions, and you're just sitting there, and I'm like, this does not ever happen.
I'm intrigued because, you know, my extent with KDP has been like a physical like book that took forever to write, like, you know, back in 2014. And I think I have one other, like a paper I wrote or something.
We gotta make a like pact or something that we're gonna upload to KDP, because I have one book right now. I took Flapp's course and immediately uploaded a book.
Yeah.
I just haven't.
This course is amazing.
I just haven't had. Yeah, it is really good, really good. And it's.
I needed it because I was thinking, you know, my mind was still looking at merch by Amazon and the old KDP, and like it just was very interesting to get a nice crash course and like just how much opportunity there is on
so
KDP.
Easy
like
too. I'm like, why have I been like dragging my feet on this?
Well, one thing
like
that
you could.
Oh, Patty's saying she wants to learn more. I don't know. Hopefully I have Flapp's course in the description somewhere, like if you scroll way down, like I have different things.
It's in the Merch Money group.
It's definitely in the Merch Money group.
Yeah, it's been shared in there a few times.
Yeah, it's a course that he did. I'll add it later if it's not there right now.
I'll tell you what, with KDP, I'm enjoying it too. In fact, the other day I actually bought some teacher planners off of another seller. I forget what her name is, and I've been putting up a bunch of covers for them, and they're starting to sell already. And I'm just like, wow, they haven't even been up like 5 days, and they're already starting to sell. So there's a lot of opportunity on KDP, and it's a different.
That's a nice little nugget there too, Amy. Like I never thought about it like this, but a lot of times when you're a teacher, you have to do all of your ordering now for the next school year. So like anybody that does like teacher journals or teacher anything, it's almost like counterintuitive, but it's actually a really good idea to launch that stuff at the end of the school year. because that's when you get, if there is a budget for it at your school, that's when you're getting it. You're getting it at the end of the school year, oftentimes, to place your order for the next year.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we did say flab. Patty's asking, did we say flab? Yes, you spelled it right. He's in the chat, I think. Side business launch and thrive.
He was, but then
Yeah.
he said that he was looking forward to this interview and he's gonna watch it tomorrow. So
Oh, okay.
I don't think
just,
he got to stick around. Or did he? I don't know.
said thank you, Monty. So I think he might still be in there.
Oh, he's still in there. Okay.
Oh, Hilary's back.
Hello. This is fun. I'm trying to get this to work.
There she is.
Do we have, okay. Is it working?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're back.
Okay, sorry about that. I have no idea
what
what
happened.
happened.
So
Looks like you might be on twice. By
Oh,
maybe.
shoot.
Yes. And I was sitting there, I was like, there's an echo.
What about now?
There you
Internet is
go.
online.
Is that okay?
Yep.
All right.
You're good.
Darn iPad. Always has to act up on me.
No
Glad you
problem.
made it back.
Yeah. Yeah, we were just saying how you've inspired us. We want to go like upload KDP right now.
Yeah, I
We
need to
should
get
do
like
like-
1,000 uploaded tonight. Yeah.
You
Okay.
We
got
should do a
to.
little challenge or something.
Yeah.
Like, let's arrange a merch money KDP challenge. Like, just something small that we can all. I mean, I'm working with 0 here. Like, if I join the challenge,
You need to get on it.
no, excuse me, I had 2. I have 2 in mind.
I have 1, so there we go. Yeah, we gotta get on this.
Do y'all
What-
are y'all on KDP yet? Or
Just 1.
I
Got
am.
1 notebook up and stopped.
oh
In fact, this week I've been trying to put more focus into KDP. Like I was saying when we lost you, I bought some teacher planner interiors from somebody,
from
and I've
Kate,
been
yeah.
using them, and they're starting to sell already. So it's like, okay, I need to.
Oh really?
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
good.
surprised. Like today, I logged in and like 3 sold, and I was just like,
Wow, awesome.
okay, there's something here. So
I
I don't
those
know
same
how
interiors. I saw those same interiors. I haven't bought them yet, but they look really good. So
they
that's
were.
cool that you're already selling them.
Yeah, and this is the first like low content or like that is more involved than others that I've actually used. So it's
Mhm.
really inspiring, and
Yeah.
it's like, this is a good way to kind of set yourself apart.
Differentiate.
Sorry, I
Differentiate.
can't
Yeah.
speak tonight. And so it's really
Okay.
cool, and I definitely need to spend more time on KDP because there really is a lot of potential there.
Amy,
Yeah.
like, I'm thinking of the niche you live with your kids and homeschooling. That's got to be a whole bunch
absolutely.
of journals and planners and
Yeah.
organizing.
Yeah.
you can do
I
around
just wish that I wouldn't get so pissed off making interiors because
It
they
can be a
aggravate
pain.
me.
Yeah.
I spent the other day, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do this and I'm going to see how I do it. And it literally took me like 3.5 hours to make 1 page. I was like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
You can outsource the interiors.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. They are a pain though. And the ones that I've done on Canva. You have to get the little lines and then put the little text and make sure it's all lined up and all that. But they came out okay. Yeah, it just takes forever.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just, it was just so much time. And then,
Yeah.
I mean, once I got it done, it was like, oh, wow, this is really cool. Like, look what I
Yeah.
did. But
Yeah.
was it really worth 25 hours in the one day? Not really.
Right. Right.
It might be
I'm
better. Like,
embellishing a little bit.
I was going to ask you ladies about that, like how the workflow. I mean, obviously I can get into my account and like look and go through, but like how would you compare the workflow of like uploading t-shirts to, and let's just say at the most basic level of the most basic journal, right? No thought involved. Like, let's take a t-shirt design and no content journal. Like, how's that workflow look?
I'm so sorry. Do you guys hear that? There's a lot of background noise on my end. I'm sorry.
I don't think I hear
Okay,
anything.
good.
Not much. What do you mean by workflow? Like, how do I, do I research first and then upload, or I don't?
Yeah. Is it your whole process? And like, I know for, merch by Amazon, everybody's kind of got their like workflow down. Is it very similar when you're doing for KDP, or do you like totally attack that in a completely different manner?
I mean, for me, it's pretty similar. I mean, the research is similar, the same. If I find something that'll do well in KDP, I will put it on a shirt and vice versa. And so the KDP is very similar. You just design the cover, and the only thing is you need interiors. So you have to have the PDF for that and all. But yeah, you put in the, you know, the title and the subtitle and the author, but there's a lot of programs now that will automate that. So that saves a lot of time. Otherwise you're in there typing everything up. But yeah, so, and then you just put in your keywords. So I guess for me, that takes the most time, you know, depending on what niche you're in or whatever. So, just to make sure you have good keywords.
Now, do you do any research into the keywords you want to use? Like, I know a lot of people use Helium 10 and Merchant Words and things like that. Are you using any programs to help you? Or are you kind of just Amazon itself and then common sense keywords?
Yeah, I use Amazon itself, and then I use Merch Informer. When you go into Merch Hunter, I think it is, and you type in a shirt or the product, search product, whatever, and then type in the niche, and then all those keywords, I'll use a lot of those. So I use Merch Informer a lot.
Have you tried BookBolt yet? Are you going to?
I have BookBolt. I like it, but I don't think it's very accurate from what I've seen, because I've yet to see any of my books on there which have lower BSRs than a lot of the ones on there. So I don't fully think that that's just my opinion. I use it, but I think that I like Merch Informer better. There's, like I said, the keywords are there, and I use a lot of Merch Informer for, merch. And so I'm just used to it, I guess. But
what about the design tool part of it? Do you use that with BookBolt, or you just?
No, I haven't tried it yet. I mean, that could be awesome. I don't know. But yeah, and when I'm searching a lot of keywords or niches or whatever, I'll get some good ideas from there. I like the little save thing that you can save book ideas and all that. So the little heart. But I like it. I think it just, needs some time to develop, like Merch Informer has. But I know that it's going to be really good.
That's what I'm hoping. Like, I'm really excited for the future of BookBolt if it's anything like Merch Informer, because I remember when Merch Informer first came out and it was nothing like it is today. So
yeah, Neil's awesome. That's really, it just keeps getting better all the time. So
yeah. I mean, I use all the tools, but it's mostly Merch Informer that I use for merch and KDP.
Nice.
So,
all right, we got lots of questions in here. Everybody was happy to have you on today. So let's see. Matthew Pate, he says, do you find standard journal interiors sell better than wide ruled? And what size do you design most on?
So wide ruled, I don't know. The journals, like I said, are 6x9. They're 100 pages, so they're pretty small. But and then the lines are just, I think they're probably college ruled. I don't know. I got it for free. I think Young, was giving away somebody was giving away free journal interiors. And so I downloaded it, and that's basically the one that I've been using for months now. And so, and it's nothing special. I mean, they're just black lines. So, I
was wondering that too, like what sizes and what does the best, because I saw some that were like composition books and they had like a little thing, it made it look kind of like a composition book, but to me I'm like, is it gonna get to you looking anything like a composition book? Like, it's just, I don't know if it's gonna be confusing for like back to school.
I do have some composition books up. I think mostly I think those are wide ruled for the most part, and they're about 125 pages, I think. But honestly, they just don't sell for me very much. Some of the ones geared towards college students sell better, like engineering books, the hexagonal shape, whatever, for chemistry. They sell pretty. I got those from Tangent Templates. They sell, pretty steady for me.
Nice.
And then of course the guest books that I have, tip for that would be if you can get a guest book interior design one yourself, any kind of birthday shirt that you might have, put it on a guest book, put it on a guest book, and people will buy them for parties, for their kids' parties or whatever, or 40th birthday party, and just put it on a guest book and people will use that. I've seen that. And let's see. But yeah, I hope that answered the question.
Yeah. Do you put the same design on different interiors?
It depends. If it's something like that, like a birthday or something occasion, I might put it on a guest book and a journal, and they'll sell both ways. So it depends. Not usually though, not because it's just too much work for me.
Yeah. There's so many different interiors. Like it's I could see people doing several different ones, but
yeah. And I've seen that where people have, and good for them. The journal, the 6x9s, I don't know why that's just what does the best for me. Yeah.
Now, have you tried other sizes, and that one just continues to just do better? So that's
for journals. I think that is the only one I've tried, and I don't know. I wish I had one to show. I tried to get my husband to find. I only have one, but that I actually use for me and my research. I'll jot things down, but it's just a standard, 6x9 little book. And like I said, I had done composition books before, but they just don't sell as well for me. So.
Oh, Reagan Profits in the chat. Hi, Reagan. He says, smash that like button. Thank you for saying that, because I always forget to say that. He's so awesome, supporting everybody. Oh my gosh, he's been doing so amazing. Like I don't know if you guys saw it in Facebook where today I posted what's that guy's name? Stefan Palaragos or something. He did a really good video and I posted it in the Facebook group. But the two of them, Stefan was promoting Tony Robbins' new course, and like he got 3rd place of like all the people promoting. Like I don't know, It's just so cool to see people's journey, because they're all just like us. Like they just started a YouTube channel. Steve like started it, was just an eBay seller, and now he's like, anyway, it's amazing to see the progression.
That's cool. Yeah.
All right, and then let's see. Oh, your husband's saying my book that does really well, custom planner, is 8x10.
Yeah.
Okay.
The custom ones can be different sizes. I usually use different sizes for those.
Nice. Do you do any like for diets and stuff? Like I don't even know what you call that. Like
a workout journal.
Yeah, keeping track of like what you ate, or maybe what reps you did.
Food diary or something.
Food diary. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, we have a workout food diary, and it sells every day. So yeah.
Oh,
I just
nice.
figure, it takes forever to design. Actually, I think my husband designed that one, and he knows how to do it on different Word and all that, and he does really well. But figure it might take a while to make an interior, but you think it's on Amazon forever, or and so you don't have to worry about it falling off. You don't have to, a lot of the time you have good keywords, and you'll just keep selling.
That's awesome.
And so yeah, and especially the different times of the year, of course, workout diet journals are going to do well in December and January and February.
Yeah.
Just like the planner we had up was a financial planner, and we put it in December, and it did really well for January and February. And then it's kind of trickled off. It still sells every day, but it's, kind of trickled off. So it also depends on the time of year when you put up certain things, whether it will sell really well or not.
Now, have you noticed a trend? Like, is it best to put up more trending things like 30 days in advance or 60 days in advance, or just whenever, knowing that it'll eventually pick up?
Do you mean for merch or KDP?
KDP. Or you can say both. I was talking KDP, but
yeah. Trending. You mean like a teacher planner or something?
Yeah, like a teacher planner. Like, are you going to put that up in April, or are you going to wait and maybe do it in June?
Yeah, I would now, because you think, teachers are about to be off for the summer. Some of them start planning their new year, right away. And so they might buy it in May or June. And so, yeah, definitely. And like our planner for next year, we're going to put it up probably in June or July. Because, you know, some people, they just like to get ahead on things, and
Yeah.
not me, but
Yeah.
I'm a procrastinator at heart. But, you know, some people, they do like to buy things early. So yeah, I would definitely, I mean, if you don't put it up early, I think it can still be okay. Like if you're still uploading composition books in July, August, you should still do okay for, you know, back to school and all that. But yeah, the earlier the better, because then you get the BSR and the ranking and all that kind of thing.
So very similar to merch.
Yeah, it's very similar to merch and how that works. Yeah.
Nice. Teresa's asking, have you done any coloring books?
No.
No.
I wouldn't even know where to start on a coloring book, to be honest.
Have you done any, Amy?
No, I haven't. The main reason is because I don't have the time to really learn a vector program, and I've heard everything that I've read suggests that you really need vectors. Otherwise it's going to be too pixelated and just I don't know. I could be wrong on that. I don't have the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I thought it was interesting what BJ said. Was that last week, or I don't know what? All the weeks are blending together. Whenever he
was on last week, I'm so bummed I missed that. But yeah,
he said something about all of his designs. Like there's different layers he has on all of his designs. So he said that if he just shows one of the layers, it's pretty much perfect for a coloring book. Like it's
I'll have to ask him. Interesting.
Yeah, the way he was explaining it, he made it sound like all of his designs he could easily put on a coloring book because he would just show one, just the outline layer.
Huh? He would know. I'll have to ask him.
Yeah, ask him how I don't know. I'd have to rewind that episode and see exactly how he phrased it. But I kept it in my mind. I was like, oh, that's really cool. So, Flav's saying yes. He can't believe that Amy wasn't on for BJ. I know,
I
but
couldn't either.
You had the migraine.
I was so bummed because I was looking forward to that interview because I'm a fangirl. I think BJ is absolutely incredible. I love his art channel. My kids are big fans of his, and he's got a really awesome group and stuff. And I was really looking forward to finally like talking face to face. And nope, I was laid up. So
Oh no.
Yeah.
That stinks.
But I'm glad that he came on. So
yeah, that was awesome. And he wasn't feeling that great that day either. Like he had a back injury and had been to like chiropractor all week and everything. Like he was not doing that great either. So I almost moved him, but he was like, no, I'll be okay.
Oh, we should have moved him. Dang
I know, but I didn't know at that time that you were
no
going to be able to make it either. Patty, you just watched the episode from last week. She's saying who's BJ. He was on last week. So, oh my gosh, we're already at 9. Was there any questions that either one of you wanted to ask before we go?
Oh wow, BJ's actually in the chat. Hey,
oh,
BJ.
he did?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, BJ. He can explain it. There we go.
Okay,
I'll read it. Yeah,
so every line is a different layer.
I do all of my artwork in layers. Lines are always a separate layer, so are all ready for coloring books. So I explained it somewhat, right?
I think so.
Tried to. Awesome.
Let's see. Matthew asked, is KDP better than merch at Christmas time? I mean, I've only done one December with it, but I did pretty well. I don't remember how many books I had up in December. It probably was maybe only 300 books, maybe, and I made $3,700 just that 1 month.
I'd say that's
KDP.
Pretty nice.
So
yeah.
I would not complain.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, okay, this KDP is gonna.
I'm also thinking like that seems like it would be one of the hottest, easiest to get gifts, right? Like
right
for Christmas, for stockings,
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what I thought too. Like stocking stuffers and things like that. Like Christmas gift trackers. I made a design for that, and that sold pretty well. But yeah, Christmas time is good on KDP. So now is the time to plan for Christmas for all you
Now,
guys here.
when you get closer
wondering.
to say Christmas, would you put stocking stuffer like in your keywords in the back end or whatever?
Uh,
And then maybe go in and change it later, or
still put that in.
do
for a
you?
lot of-
Okay.
For all my evergreen stuff, pretty much. Of course, anything geared towards Christmas, I'll put Christmas stocking stuffer in and things like that. But yeah, so I'm always thinking about Christmas and what
Yeah.
and Q4 and all that. So
It's
Yeah,
good to
I
keep in the
always
back
did
of the
that
mind,
for
yeah.
pop sockets. I put stocking stuffer for the pop sockets.
yes, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I've kind of slowed down with that just because I'm not sure with like the policy changes and stuff. I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna not like that, but I definitely did it when pop sockets first came out. But I did it on all the listings pretty much.
Yeah, merch, they change their mind so often on different
I know.
things, and it drives me crazy. Like,
I know.
oh, just be consistent. But I guess you got to play by their rules.
Well, is there anything that we forgot to ask you, or is there anything else you wanted to share with everybody before we go?
I think
Uh-oh,
we
did she
lost
freeze
her
again? Oh no! Well, she made it till 9 o'clock, so she made the whole show.
This was a great interview.
Yeah.
And Matthew Pate, she said that she prices her journals at $7.99. Oh, I think she's back.
Okay, sorry, my iPad died.
Oh, okay. We were just about to wrap it up, but I was
I figured.
I was just asking you if there's anything else that you wanted to say or anything that we forgot to ask you before we go.
I can't think of anything right now. So it's been a good interview. Thank you guys for having me on.
Well, thank you for coming on your first interview. We're so honored that we got to do your first interview.
It was
Yeah, it was fun talking to you and learning more about KDP too.
Yeah, it was fun.
How you're killing it on the platform. That's awesome.
Well, trying to.
You're doing really well.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. And we look forward to hearing about all your progress this year too, and this Q4. And Bree, we gotta put some books up.
Yes.
Yes, we do. Helen, we're talking in the morning.
All right. Yes, we are talking in the morning anyway, so this will be perfect.
We'll add it
We'll
to the
hold
list.
each other accountable.
Sounds good.
All right, guys. Thank you guys all for watching, and thank you so much, Hilary. And bye, Amy. Oh my God, come back soon.
Yeah.
I won't be too far away.
We're gonna miss you so much.
Yeah, vice versa.
You got to do some surprise drop-in shows.
Yeah.
That I can probably handle.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
All right. Thanks, guys. Bye, everybody.
All right. Bye.
Good night.